Hi everybody, my name is Jewel and this is J7409 Weather. Thank you so much for clicking play and checking out the weather with me today. Lots to talk about, lots to show you, so we're going to get going. I want to tell you something. First, we're going to run down a couple of places or a few places across the U.S. and see what it's looking like today. For Lenoir, North Carolina, mostly sunny today, 30% chance of a shower this afternoon and tonight. Your high today 83 with a low of 62. Sacramento, California, it's gonna stay hot, hot, hot. You have a heat advisory in effect until 8 p.m. Saturday. Today should be sunny, clear tonight. High today 100, low tonight 65. Houston, Texas, 80% chance of heavy rain today and tonight. We have a high of 86 with a low of 74. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, mostly sunny. 20% chance of an afternoon shower, increasing to a 30% chance of a shower tonight. High today 85, low tonight 73. Atlanta, Georgia, it's going to get wet. You have a 30% chance, increasing to an 80% chance by afternoon of thunderstorms. Tonight, it gets up to that 80% chance, and the thunderstorms after midnight should go down to around 40% chance of some storms. So, the first part of the day, 30% chance, by this afternoon, 80%, and early tonight, probably till midnight, 80% chance, 40% after that of maybe a thunderstorm. Your high today, 80 with a low of 68. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, sunny today, high 88. Clear tonight, low of 68. Norfolk, Virginia, mostly sunny. 20% chance of an afternoon or early evening thunderstorm. High today, 88 with a low of 71. South China, Maine, you guys are going to get down in some very pleasant temperatures here. You do have a 30% chance of showers today with a high of 76 and a low of 60. And for Tampa, Florida, hot, 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 sunny, high of 96, clear tonight with a low of 77 degrees. And here we have the NAM map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. We're going to turn it on, let it roll. It'll take us through the next few days. I've got some things to show you in tropical weather, so stick around, and severe weather. We got flash flooding possible over southeastern Texas into Louisiana for today. We do have that chance of some severe weather that exists today from the northern Plains area tomorrow, and also in different areas today I'm going to show you. Now, we have an upper level trough extending from the Midwest Great Lakes back into Texas. This will cease progressing eastward, leading to the stalling of a front stretching from southern and southeast Texas through the Tennessee Valley into the mid-Atlantic states through tomorrow evening. Now, this is going to act as a focus for thunderstorms, and we do have that risk of flash flooding that continues to exist for portions of southeast Texas and Louisiana due to the heavy rainfall that is expected. Now, scattered thunderstorms are expected in the southeast outside of Florida over the next few days with a moist summertime air mass. Out west, an upper level disturbance should approach and push a cold front into the Pacific Northwest and eventually into the northern plains and the Great Basin by tomorrow right on into Friday, and the Midwest and Great Lakes on the northern Rockies today and into the northern plains by tomorrow. By Friday, showers and thunderstorms with heavy rainfall. It should shift into the central plains and the Great Lakes. High temperatures should be about 5 to 15 degrees above normal for the Great Basin into the northern high plains today, but that's going to shift into the northern central plains by tomorrow ahead of a cold front. Now, the heat advisories are up, of course, for California and also for Southwest Florida right now. And it's all because of the strengthening and the shifting of this big old Bermuda high that I've been talking about. And the shifting of this high, if you saw my video yesterday on the Saharan dust, well, what's going to happen when it is shifting? It's shifting right now. It's looking like it's going to allow this dust layer underneath of it, which has overspread the Caribbean Sea, approaching the southeast Bahamas. Now, I had a subscriber that lives in the Bahamas. They said they had it yesterday, and they could really tell it at sunset yesterday. And it is going to progress to the Florida Peninsula and Gulf Coast in the coming up days, so be aware of it. The main impacts, once again, from this Saharan dust are a whitening of the sky during daylight hours, redder sunsets, and very decreased air quality. So if you do have any respiratory problems, please keep this in mind and be safe. Tropical weather, National Hurricane Center. Dolly's already started to fizzle out, as I told you she would. The sustained winds this morning are 35 miles per hour. The minimum central pressure is 1,005 millibars. It's moving northeast at 12 miles per hour. And it should just miss everybody at this point. However, up in these areas, you might get some rain out of it. Maybe a little bit of wind, but nothing to worry about at this point. Now, I've looked ahead on many different charts, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it looks like there might be a chance somewhere around July 5th or 6th of maybe a tropical storm forming down in these areas of the Gulf. And this is the GFS map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. You can see it right down in here. It's around July 5th. Of course, this is way out. A million things can happen. A million things can change. But I did want you to see this. We'll click it up a little bit because it's got some very tightly compacted isobars around it. The barometric pressure is getting kind of low in it also by the 6th as it moves on up. Now, this may just be a low, but it could turn into a tropical storm. Okay? It very well could. And of course, when it gets closer to land, the barometric pressure goes up some. But looking like Florida Panhandle, Mississippi, moving right on across into, not Mississippi, I meant Alabama. What's wrong with me this morning? I gotta wake up, folks. Moving across on over into Georgia and then in parts of South Carolina. I'll keep my eyes on this, so don't worry about it. It may materialize, it may not. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. And over in the Eastern Pacific, we still have these three systems going on. Disturbance number 1. 80% chance of forming. 2 days, 5 days. Right now, showers and thunderstorms, they are more concentrated. They became this way overnight. There's a small area of low pressure about 1,700 miles southwest of the southern tip of Baja California Peninsula. Now, if this development trend continues, a tropical depression could develop later today or tonight while it moves slowly to the west-northwest. Now, disturbance number 2, I think it's going to fizzle out before it's all over. It may not, but that's what I'm thinking now. It's an elongated area of low pressure located several hundred miles southwest of the southern tip of Baja California Peninsula. It continues to produce a wide area of disorganized showers and a few thunderstorms. Some development of the system is possible during the next day or so while the system moves westward at about 15 miles per hour before it moves over the cooler waters. And once it hits those cooler waters, I think it will do just like Dolly and start to fizzle right on out, whatever it does make up to be. It's got a 30% chance 2 days and 5 days. Now, disturbance number 3, it's still disorganized, with showers and thunderstorms. It's a few hundred miles south of the southwest coast of Mexico, and it's associated with a tropical wave. Now, environmental conditions are forecast to be conducive for development, and the system is likely to become a tropical depression within the next few days while it moves west-northwestward parallel to the coast of Mexico. It's got a 60% chance in 2 days, an 80% chance in 5 days, and I've been telling you, it would run right up parallel along the coast right in this area. And I'll keep my eyes on it. Anything else developing out when it comes to tropical weather, I'll be sure and get it up for you. And when it comes to severe weather today, I'm going to go ahead and tell you tomorrow it's going to be much, much more severe up in these areas right in here. But that's tomorrow. Let's get through today, huh? As we look at the categorical outlook, it's looking like isolated severe thunderstorms may be occurring today over parts of the southern high plains and the central plains. Now, we do have this threat for strong to damaging wind gusts, and they mostly look like they're going to exist from coastal Texas across much of the southeast. And we got this marginal risk for severe wind gusts that also appears possible over portions of the northern Rockies and the high plains. Anywhere in the green you could have a pop-up splash and dash thunderstorm. You know how it is. It's that time of the year, all the way up from up north down to Florida, all the way across to Washington State, Oregon, everywhere in between. Looking like the only places don't have that is Kentucky, West Virginia, portions of Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. Moving over here to Arizona and a little bit of Nevada and California. Now, the tornado probability is 2% today. This is going to go up tomorrow, but not in the same area. We do have this chance with this heavy, heavy rain here off the east coast of Florida moving into Louisiana and the panhandles of Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, and also other portions. You do have this 2% chance of a tornado popping up on you today. Wind is 5% in most of the severe areas that should occur today happening. And when we look at the hail, 5% down in western Texas, New Mexico, Kansas, and Nebraska. And that's a check of your weather today. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I love you all. I thank you for everything you do for me. May you have a good day, a blessed day, a safe day, and much peace, love, and kindness for each and every one of you in your lives today. Thanks so much for watching.